Hello and welcome, Soul Tribe, my family. Thank you so much for tuning in to Peace in a Pod. I'm Loretta, and for those that are returning listeners, thank you so much for returning and joining us today. And for any new listeners, welcome and thank you for being here. Hey, Soul Tribe, I'm back at it, out in nature again, and I was just thinking about some of the ways that I was able to kind of get past some of the things that happened to me that made me a better person. Those things were hard. They almost broke me. It was a lot to go through, and there was people involved that did some bad things, and and it's not my place to run around here and try to get even and help karma come back around and get them type of thing. That's not up for me to decide what's going to happen to them. I need to focus on me, and that's what I chose to do. Out of those situations, it was what is it about the situation that can help me become a better version of myself? And that's how I just viewed it. Instead of me looking at like, why are these people so bad? Why is nothing bad happening to them? How are they doing such bad things and no one's stopping them? I was putting too much focus outward when I needed to be focusing inward. And in order for me to get past the hurt that those individuals have caused me and those situations have caused me, I chose to forgive and heal from it. I mean, of course, I talk about praying, I talk about journaling, and I forgive them for myself. I don't agree with what they've done, but in order for me to have a better heart and feel good about myself, I forgave them for myself. It had nothing to do with them. It was for my own peace of mind, my own healing, and for me to move forward, I had to forgive them for myself. And it was a great choice to do so, because that sigh of relief that you feel when your heart is lifted from that heaviness of anger and hurt and pain, it's just kind of like you just kind of feel like, okay, I did my part. I did what I could do in that situation, and that's just how it turned out. So there's nothing further left for me to do, but I forgive them for how they treated me and what they've done to me. And as far as the healing portion, I did a lot of of course, praying has been like key in me getting to where I am today, but also nature has just been like my rock. Man, when I tell you, I feel like the best version of myself is when I'm just chilling out in nature. And it's just the best feeling in the world. I prefer to be on the beach chilling, but where I live, there's no beach, so you got to take what you can. So just finding ways to heal from the hurt, from the pain that you've been through, and seeing a therapist if you have to, if you need to talk it out. And I'm a big fan of crying, like getting that energy out of your body, just releasing it. And if you need to do a good, hard, ugly cry, then do it. Just cry it out, release that energy. The whole point of healing is you got to get that energy, that bad energy out of you in order for your body and for your energy to heal. And whatever methods that may work for you may not work for the next person. Just like me, I do a lot of praying, I do a lot of meditating, I do a lot of Reiki, I do sound bowls, music. But my big thing that I've found that's just kind of gave me this place of peace of mind is just nature, just going for walks. And it's just nice. It's just being nice being out in nature, seeing all the birds and hearing all the bird songs. It's just beautiful. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of share a little bit about pushing through those challenges, finding a way to forgive those that wronged you and find healing, things that give you a peace of mind. You know, it's not a one size fits all type of solutions. So you just have to find the ones that work best for you. I like to exercise, but lately I've been more focusing on walking because I can get, the exercise and get the nature in. So it's kind of, 2-for-1 deal right there. So I feel extra happy and extra relieved and stress free. So, don't focus on the people, the things that did you wrong. Try to focus on moving forward, getting to that better version of yourself, forgiving them for yourself, not for them. And you don't have to forgive them in a way where you're saying it to them. Just a simple prayer saying, or saying out loud that you forgive them for what they've done. And just put it past you and just move on and start living your happy life that you deserve. We can't allow people in their negativity to hold us back, because there are people out there who are going to try to stop us from being the great ones that we are. We are the light that they are scared of. There's a collective out there that when we come together, there are people, and individually, there are people who fear us. There is something about us that scares folks. It's something about our energy. I like to I like to call myself a truth teller. People are scared of the truth because I don't sugarcoat things. For those who know me, know that I am a straight shooter. When I talk to individuals, I I tend to bring out this energy. This hawk is like really watching me right now. He's just sitting on this branch facing me and pretty much tuning in for the show. And I got some good stuff to say, so I need a good audience. But yeah, people who know me know that I'm a straight shooter, and sometimes it hurts people's feelings. I'm not trying to do that. And other times it brings up insecurities of these individuals, and they don't like that. They don't like that I brought something to the surface, and they don't like that there's something about me that outshines them. And then they become this person who feels like they need to stop me from becoming great, which I don't know why they would want to put so much energy into me. It's a little flattering, but like, look, focus on yourself. Don't be worried about what everybody else doing out here. Focus on yourself. We are not in this world to compete with each other. I got gifts that have been given to me from God. You have gifts that have been given to you from God. Our gifts may be similar, but they're not the same. So there are people that we're meant to, have with us on our journeys. And there are people who are meant to help us get through certain things and help us progress through certain areas, but they're not meant to be a long-term person on that journey. And we have to accept that. It's not for us to sit there and cling tight to something because it's like we don't understand, why it has to end or why it's, going in the direction it is. Just understand that everything is working out the way it is meant to work out in your life. And you are going exactly where you're supposed to. Just focus on yourself. Don't allow anyone to distract you, like steal your energy, your joy, your happiness. Don't allow those people and those things to detour you from where you're supposed to go. There's this bird that is messing with this hawk. It's a tiny bird, and he just keeps flying down and like trying to hit the hawk in the head. Oh my God. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Wow. About the distractions, about the people, the small people trying to stop you from your path. Oh wow. Talk about nature lining up. Jeez. That is crazy. But yeah, focus on yourself. And the hawk is not even bothered, by the way. Let's just say that, okay? He is just sitting there, not fazed by this little bird, poking at his tail, and he just keeps flying down and hitting him. It's crazy. He's just sitting there, like unfazed by this little bird. But wow, man, nature lined that up real well with what I'm talking about. But don't allow those people to distract you from where you're headed to. Stay the course and focus on the healing, and your journey in this life is to be the best version of yourself that you can be, to serve your higher purpose. No matter what people think or say about you, your path is your path and yours alone. So live a peaceful, happy, healthy life. Practice forgiveness and healing. Forgiveness for both yourself and others. Because sometimes we can be a little hard on ourselves and think that because we made a mistake, or we feel like we didn't make the right decision in whatever situation, and we kind of take it out on ourselves and not really give ourselves much grace. So forgive yourself for whatever situation happened that you didn't like the outcome of, and forgive others if they were involved in wronging you in any way. And focus on the healing, not because it's just something that people should do, but it's healthy for you. It helps you release that anger, that resentment, the desire for revenge. And when we forgive, we allow ourselves to move forward in a more peaceful and healthier state. In the forgiveness process, just make sure you acknowledge your feelings without judging yourself, as far as like accusing yourself of or being hard on yourself for making mistakes in those situations. But just acknowledge your feelings, process your emotions, do some journaling, talk about it with a trusted friend or a professional. And to avoid finding yourself back in those similar situations, try setting some boundaries to prevent that further harm. Practice self-compassion. Give yourself that grace. And try to release those negative emotions that are holding you back from healing. Forgiveness is crucial in the healing process because it leads to improved mental and physical well-being, healthier relationships, and personal growth. Remember, you are the light. Don't allow anyone to control how you respond to a situation. If there has been something that has transpired, practice forgiveness and healing and move forward to the greatness that you deserve in life and that you are. Once again, thanks for tuning in to Peace in a Pod, and I will catch you again out in nature. Bye-bye. Thank you all so much for tuning in to Peace in a Pod. Please do comment, like, follow, share, rate, subscribe, all of those things. And I will catch you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.